Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and there's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description, so if you're able to support the channel that way, it is greatly appreciated. So today we are playing a little bit of Dimir Control, and like the Azorius control deck that we played a few weeks ago, our new card of choice is Consult the Star Charts from Edge of Eternity, so this is a really good card. That kind of acts like an impulse, a memory deluge, a dig through time all in one go. So it's 1 and a blue base with kicker of 1 and a blue. You look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put one of them into your hand. If the spell's kicked, put 2 of those cards into your hand instead. So kind of base level, this is a 4 mana kind of memory, top half of the memory deluge. Pick 2 from the top 4, but later in the game this goes, it scales incredibly well. If you're looking at sort of 7, 8, 9 cards, that's pretty powerful. Taking 2 of them, or in a pinch, if you just need to take 1 from the top 9, you can just cast it for 2 mana. So it's an incredibly versatile card selection spell, probably the best one of this kind of effect that they've printed. So yeah, it's very, very good, and a welcome addition to any kind of control deck, really. So yeah, that's our new card, and then, so yeah, playing Dimir Control gives us access to a more kind of removal rather than counterspell based package. So we've got Fatal Push, Cut Down, Shieldred's Edict, Deadly Cover Up is our sweeper of choice. So yeah, we've got a lot of kind of proactive removal spells. We do have some counter spells with Censor, Negate, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is a more kind of tap out control rather than a counterspell control. Narset, great card. Full 4 copies of that, just shutting down the opponent's additional draws and letting us do some card selection of our own choice. Thoughtseize is obviously good as a hand disruption spell. And then we've got a couple of finishers: Sorin the Mirthless, Ashiok, Nightmare Muse, Shark Typhoon. These can all act as ways of ending the game. Shark Typhoon creates a token just by cycling it, and then if we've kind of stabilized and the game's gone long, we could potentially hard cast it as well, but more often than not we'll be cycling it. Ashiok creates the 2/3s, and Sorin also creates 2/3s, so yeah, just a way of ending the game. Similarly, we do have creature lands as well, so Hall of Storm Giants and Hive of the Eye Tyrant can also act as finishers. Hall of Storm Giants, particularly being a 7/7, can close the game out quite quickly once the opponents run out of resources. Yeah, the rest of the mana base, pretty self-explanatory. Fair number of dual lands. We are running 3 Field of Ruin and a Gaia Reach Sanitarium. This combines very nicely with Narset, just shutting down the additional draw that the opponent has and just making them discard. Then, yeah, some basic lands as well. In the sideboard, so we got some more counter spells with Aether Gust and Mystical Dispute. Some more removal. Anoint with Affliction is good at dealing with those creatures that have death triggers, or you know, the kind of Heartfire heroes of the world. Go for the Throat, just if we need some additional unconditional creature removal. Chrome Host Sea Shark, so a couple of copies of that. This is good in grindy creature-based matchups. The 2/4 flying is a pretty decent body by itself for 3, but the Incubate X just creates a kind of army of Incubator tokens that eventually will close out the game. Path of Peril, Extinction Event, some additional mass removal. Kalitas is good as an anti-aggro card, as well as being a graveyard hate by itself. Thought Distortion, good anti-control card. Yeah, so we don't have any specific graveyard hate, but we can kind of don't necessarily need it with a deck like this. We do have the one Cling to Dust in the main as well, and we are running a copy of Mistrise Village in the sideboard. This will always be a tap land in this deck, but if the opponent's trying to counter the stuff that we're doing, then we can potentially bring it in. So yeah, Dimir Control. It's always interesting using a control deck. Control is not a strategy that's had huge amounts of success in Pioneer for some time, although, you know, it kind of continues to exist in the format. It's never been quite at the top of the metagame, but new cards being printed has given all control decks a little bit more punch. So let's see how Dimir is faring. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Let's take it on to the ladder. Yeah, this seems fine. It's a keepable hand. Okay, the opponent's on Yorion, so Since they did the update, this deck has been behaving pretty weirdly, the client, rather. Laser's not that interesting in this matchup. But then neither are any of their other cards, to be honest. March I don't care about, Omen I don't particularly care about. I'll just take Dovin's Veto. Okay, Shieldred's Edict's a good answer to a Planeswalker, I suppose. I think Stock Up's a decent one to take. Let's draw a card. I think Narset will be pretty good here, so yeah. Let's get Narset down. Ooh, they drew a No More Lies. What an absolute villain. Outrageous kind of behaviour. Yeah, let's just play another one. Okay, good. Not another counterspell. Narset doesn't shut off Omen here. They could have waited to see what I picked up with her, which is probably a better move. But then they might have drawn, I don't know, a Spell Pierce or something.
I understand. I have just the trick.
Yeah, I think Negate's a good shout. Battle of the Control decks here. Ooh, they missed a land drop. Okay, well, that's good news. So yeah, I'll fire up Narset again. Do I just want another one? Or do I want Shark Typhoon? Don't think I want Typhoon here. They've got too many other answers. Yeah, let's take Narset again. Just play a duplicate copy.
I train every day.
Just keep the card advantage flowing. Yeah, take a Drown in the Lock. They've got 2 cards in their graveyard. I mean, I'm not hitting my land drops particularly well here either. Nope, they're over it. Fine. Okay. So, Cut Down can definitely go here. So can at least 2 Fatal Pushes. Thought Distortion in. Mysterize Village in. Probably just place in place of an island. Do I want Chrome Host? I think I probably do, actually. Just creates tokens which are pretty resilient to their removal. I'll keep in Cling to Dust just in case of memory deluges or something like that. No. Kalitas, no. Yeah, I definitely want Mystical Dispute. Probably better than... Trim 1 Sensor on the draw. Probably just Drown in the Lock as well. No, maybe I don't need to, actually. Yeah, let's put that in. I'll put Commit to Memory in as well. Yeah, I'll put Drown in the Lock back in. I think this is fine. It's we're actually pretty well set up for control mirrors, I think. Famous last words, but I didn't even do anything. Fair enough. Fine. I mean, mission briefing is a bit meh at the moment, but I think this hand's fine. So, basic swamp makes me think maybe mono black. So let's just chew on that. because I don't think the graveyard is necessarily a huge deal here. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I thought Caesar's pretty good. Maybe snag a annex or something. Ooh. Ooh dear. Yeah, well, I'll take Thoughtseize and just hope that I can survive long enough not to get invoked. Blade of the Oni's pretty good. Okay, they've got an aggressive looking curve here. Let's see what Narset can do for us. If I could get something like a Fatal Push, that would be ideal. Shieldred's Edict's fine. Doesn't give us an answer straight away, but we'll slow them down a bit. Okay, now we don't have our answer anymore. I mean, mission briefing does actually allow us to still have an answer. So Narset down. Okay, well they're not going to get me with Invoke Despair anytime soon. So I'll just take the Fatal Push. Pass the turn again. Okay, now they're just one land away from having it, so let's make them sack something. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So they're probably, yeah, because they're probably going to draw with Castle Lochthwain here. You may cast it this turn, so I do actually have to spend the mana. So yeah, this might be quite rough. Let's hope they miss land. Okay, they did. Fine. Doesn't really solve my Blade of the Oni problem, though. Okay, I can go again. Yeah, this still doesn't really solve my problem because they can attack me down to 1. Then I can deal with the blade, but then they just mutavault me. So, yeah, couldn't quite get there, unfortunately. So, against mono black, I think Anoint with Affliction is good, Go for the Throat is good. See, the cut downs would have been good as well. Yeah, quite annoying draws there. Extinction Event's definitely good for being cast on even. Da-da-dum. What's not so good here? Thoughtseize is fine. Narset's fine. I suppose it shuts down Annex while it's on the battlefield. It's quite hard to know what to trim here, actually. Maybe I'll lose the deadly cover-ups. That's 2. And the sensors. Do I want Chrome Host? I don't think so. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Yep, this'll do. Why do they always have Thoughtseize? I've never known a mono back player not have Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try and get them, just in case. Ooh, now. Reckon a Bankbuster's definitely one that's worth sniping here. No more card draw for you. Want to be able to destroy their Castle Lochthwain. Don't really care about my own lands so much. Okay, well Narset will get got by Murderous Rider, but I think that's fine just to get one activation out of it.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality are lost. My mind needs a rest. Keep an open mind.
Yep. Then we'll Thoughtseize probably there. Invoke Despair. Or it becomes a problem. Yep. Okay. It's all looking quite reasonable. So yeah, we're getting to the point now where it's probably worth cycling Censor. I don't think we're quite there yet. Fair enough. So we'll anoint that. And do I cycle now? It'll cost me 2 life not having done it in response to them casting Shieldred, but such is life. Okay, well, we'll also Cling to Dust and draw another card. Okay. Well, Narset can hopefully find us something.
The past, present, and future. I have just the trick.
That'll do. So let's get Hum off the battlefield. Okay.
Meditate.
Yeah, consult the star charts is good here. They might try and blow up. No, I thought they might try and blow up one of my lands just to see if I'm kind of out. Okay, well, I'll respond with consult the star charts. So at least I get 2 cards. Let's do it like this, shall we? Am I doing that end of turn? I think so. I'm not in any huge hurry here. Really want one of my finishers. Okay, let's take Ashiok and probably Shieldred's Edict, just because that's a nice utility answer. Another Consult the Star Charts is good, but yeah, let's get a finisher down.
The regrets of the dead, my kin, are delightfully friendly.
No, they didn't pull the trigger on the Fatal Push there. That probably makes sense. Okay. So we'll get rid of Shieldred again. Oh, we got a Liliana, that's good.
The shadows awaken.
Now we've got Consult number 4, I think. Yes, you may have that. I shall continue to consult the star charts. I'll take a cut down, a Sorin, I think. I think we're fine to just, yeah, flood the board with Planeswalkers. Yep. Okay, now we are on the draw. Thoughtseize, obviously the pedigree goes up here. Sensor is probably a pretty good... no, I think I like Sensor less, actually. I think I'm going to trim the last one. Maybe put in Kalitas. That's fine. Interesting game, this one. That's not an interesting hand. Okay. Put back the Gloom Lake Verge. Okay, let's take Aetherborn. I think it's a case of sniping Liliana here. It's kind of annoying and a problem. So yeah, let's take her. Trespasser is also quite annoying, but in a different way.
My prowess is unmatched with thoughtfulness before action.
I'll take the other Narset, I think. This one's going to die.
You are a mighty warrior. I concede.
Interesting, they weren't hugely fussed about going for... Yeah, Castle Lock Thwain draw is fine for them here, I think. So we are going to take a hit. And I think just wait with Consult the Star Charts. Yep. Don't think I can't do both. Now, am I immediately looking for an answer to that in the top 4? I mean, what are my odds of hitting? I think I've got to try. Nope. Okay. Anoint at least lets me get rid of the Graveyard Glutton. I think I'm just ditching Kalitas here. It's not very good while they're holding that Murderous Rider. Ah, that's the Shieldred's Edict I was looking for. Next card. Okay, well, this is fairly simple. Sack a creature token, please. They're drawing lots of cards, but at least they're losing life total. Ooh, no thank you. Could just blow up Castle Lochthwain at the end of turn here. I think that probably makes sense. I mean, they're probably not drawing any more with it. Yep. Okay, their Annex is doing them a fair amount of damage here, but also I'm not really doing anything, so... Okay. So I gotta take the damage here, because I need to consult the star charts. Oh no, they just played the Mutavault, that's fine. Okay. Let's go consulting. Need the land, I think. So we'll drown Shieldred in the lock. Okay, I like Field of Ruin here as an answer to Mutavault. But again, they're on 15 life. I'm not really doing anything. Now's Castle Lochthwain. Villainous behaviour. Yeah. Sorry, gonna kill your other demon as well. That's quite life intensive for them here. That's very life intensive for them here. They're down to 6. They can't do many more of these. Okay, that's not a demon, but I suppose it is a bat god, huh? Okay. So I think I'm just going to have to send that back to their hand this turn. So they go to 4. No. What went wrong here? I think they just outground me. I didn't have an answer for Annex. It is one of the problems of Dimir versus Azorius. Dimir just has Azorius just has cleaner answers to things like enchantments, whereas I didn't have a counterspell, couldn't really then deal with it. Yeah. Okay, this is a very reactive hand, but I think probably quite a good one. Monastery Sith Spear. Okay, fair enough. I think we will still start with Thoughtseize. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't really have an answer for Showdown of the Skulls at the moment, so let's just snipe that. Fine, fine. Consult the star charts is going to be good later. So we'll get rid of Swift Spear. My patience is never ending. Don't think I want to consult right now. I'm not under huge amounts of pressure. I think I will shock. It's a little hairy against a Boros deck, but the option of star charting for 2 cards is quite strong here. Again, am I just looking for an answer to that? Because once it's on the battlefield, I don't really know what to do with it. Yeah, go on. Let's have a look. See what the deck can provide for me. Yeah, that's not going to do it. I think I'll just have to take a Narset then. Sure. Cut that down in response. Hopefully they just won't have that many turns where they can double spell.
I have practiced against many. Hone your prowess.
And now you turn up. Oof, okay, I kind of dodged a bullet there, I think. Ooh, change the rocks with no target. Okay, now that we like to see. I don't think we're thought seizing.
Keep an open mind.
I'll grab Sensor just to maybe cycle it later. Kind of need to consult the star charts just for lands here. Yeah, I'm taking Undercity Sewers and a Hall of Storm Giants. They're out! Your Steel Cutter is no good here. Okay. So Path of Peril seems pretty decent. So does Extinction Event. With Affliction, I think it's just fine. Aether Gust is probably decent. But then maybe I'll just take out all the Thought Seizers. Oh, I suppose Thoughtseize. Yeah. Thoughtseize on turn 1 is the only way to deal with them having a cutter on the play, because I don't have any 1-mana counter spells that can answer cutter. I do actually think I want Chrome Host as well. Or do I? They've got... No, they've got Change the Rocks. Let's keep out Chrome Host. Maybe put that in on the draw. On the play, rather. Cling to Dust is also life gain in a pinch. So, yeah, I don't know what to take out. I'm going to take out Sensor. Probably Mission Briefing. It's a bit mana intensive. God, I hate sideboarding control decks. I mean, I love sideboarding control decks. No removal. No removal and awkward land makes me think this is a mulligan. Okay, I think this is a better hand. I think it is better without Aether Gust. Yeah, that's a good draw. Need to hit my land drops though. It's an early Reckless Impulse. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm just going to chill here because I might need to consult, unfortunately. Just looking for land. The opponent's just impulse drawing, which is fine, they're very welcome to, but... Bleh, no land. Still no land, you say? Okay. I was kind of hoping there would be some in my deck. I realise that's quite aggressive of me. Oh, they're a PNLR deck. Okay, well that makes sense. There's another one. Okay, that is at least a land, even if it's tapped. Well, I don't like how this has gone all of a sudden, because I missed all my land drops. Boo earns. Boo earns indeed. Okay. I think I'll edict getting rid of PNLR. Oh, Jesus. Maybe now I'll pull the trigger on the Thoughtseize. Oh, I'm super dead. Maybe I can survive long enough to play Deadly Cover-Up, he says, with absolutely no intention of actually surviving that long. Yeah, I feel pretty dead here. It's not looking amazing. But then I also drew no lands, which is a problem in a control deck. So if I had lands, I would be able to Deadly Cover-Up and I'd feel a lot better. But I don't, so I don't. Okay, fine. Be like that. Okay. Censor in, Chrome Host Sea Shark in, Anoint with Affliction in, Sorin out, Extinction Event out, Thoughtseize out, and we go. I mean, it can't happen twice. Okay, the opponent's mulliganing heavily, so let's take that as a good sign. It's not like I've had consult the star charts on turn 2 before and it's all gone horribly wrong. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. Okay. And another commander faces Kakazan. Okay. Well, by themselves, they're not that interesting. This time, surely I'll hit a land drop. I see. Okay. Okay, that is land. Don't think I can shock myself, though. Okay, that I'm just going to negate. Yep, let's consult main phase, try and find another land. Jesus Christ. 3 looks as well. Okay, I'll take a Shark Typhoon. Ugh, this is so grim. Where the heck is all the land in this deck gone? Did I eat it all? And they topped it. No, thank you. Let's push one of these. Take 2. Land is good. So I'll play Narset.
The focused and disciplined encounter no. I have just the trick for this.
I think I'll cut down the Soulscar Mage now while I know it's only a 1. It can't be more than a 2/3. Well, they've got a spell in their hand there, haven't they? Okay.
Contain your rage.
Yeah, Narset's been a good damage sink here at least. Okay. Fine to chill for a turn and just see what they do. Let's cut that down. Anoint with Affliction the Bone Crusher Giant. That does do us 2 damage, unfortunately, but can't be helped. Okay, maybe they're finally out of stuff to do. Yeah, I can live with that. 6 is not 0. Fine. Circles the shark. Eat the Swift Spear. Okay, Sense is actually pretty good against what the opponent's got. That's a shame. Not my shark. I mean, I could blow up the Sacred Foundry, but it doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't give me my shark back. Yeah. Hoo-hoo, now that is a good draw. Okay, let's take Hive and Narset, I think, here, because then at least I can start moving towards ending the game. Okay, now we've got some stuff going on. So, play Chrome Host, play Narset.
Mind and body should move and meditate and prepare.
Make a Drown in the lock. Okay, not bad, not bad. Nothing they can do this turn, though, which is good. So Swift Spear and Showdown as well. Ha. Okay, well, I can Drown in the lock that, at least.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
I'll just censor it, actually, if they don't play a land. Say go. They're probably just dead here. I think We're in a huge amount of trouble. Yep. Good game, opponent. Cool. Okay. I did like what they were doing. The kind of Boros Exile PNLR deck is not something I've seen in a while. But yeah, we very much just, after a bit of a stumble at the start with our land, managed to value our way out of that. But it was a relatively close run thing. Okay, let's see what... I don't know why the packs have gone all dark all of a sudden. It's actually quite concerning. We'll start with Eighth Adrift. Nobody likes you. See what I mean? A Robberoid. Now, this is an absolute powerhouse in Limited, but a little too slow for Constructed, I think. Sadly, 4-drop that dies straight away is just not where it's at. But yeah, that was good stuff from Dimir Control there. Yeah, the ability to just interact more one-for-one early in the game is pretty good, more so than Azorius can. Consult the Star Charts was incredible again, just an amazing card. One of the best control cards that's been printed probably in years. Maybe since Teferi Hero of Dominaria or something like that. Yeah, Narset being good. So, I mean, it's a pretty solid package. But yeah, it struggles against cards which can just grind out infinite value, like that Mono Black Demons deck, because without threatening its life total, it doesn't really care that the Annex is doing it 2 damage a turn. So yeah, killing the demons is fine, but it doesn't stop the Annex train. And yeah, it doesn't have a good answer for that once it's on the battlefield. So that is certainly a downside against Azorius. But yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, that's the deck list one more time. It's in the description as usual, so thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Contribute to the coffee account if you can. And I'll see you next time.